Let's quickly take us across to our guest now. Joining us is R. Rajgopalan, senior journalist. Kovai Satya, national spokesperson of DMK, is with us. We also have Nandakumar, political analyst, joining us. But Selam Dhanidharan, why are you coming down heavily on the censor board? Because even the Madras High Court now has said that without getting a clearance from the censor board, it's clearly the producers who are in a hurry to have the film released. Selam Dhanidharan.
Sir, I am neither the producer nor representative of Vijay. I am a DMK spokesperson. Who am I to answer on that? I am only saying that because BJP has in the past used ED, CBI and income tax to stifle opposition parties and leaders or even their own allies who did not listen to them, there's a possibility that this time censor board could have been compromised because censor board was the union government. After this single bench order, there was no need for censor board to have gone and appealed. If at all they were not against the release of the movie. The fact that they challenged the order and the Tushar Mehta himself appeared, Solicitor General, who normally does not appear, himself appeared. It makes it profoundly clear that there is some amount of threat they want to give Vijay, or maybe they were already A team, B team, and now something has gone away, or maybe they just want to create a controversy out of it to give more traction to the movie. But what is certain is that BJP is involved in this matter. That is certain.
Okay, BJP is involved in this matter. Kovai Satyan, it's all happening under duress. The Central Board for Film Certification is being used as a political tool. Why else is the Solicitor General appearing in this matter in the High Court? Your response to what's being stated by DMK spokesperson. Selam Dhanidharan, Kovai Satyan, please respond.
I can only pity at DMK and Congress. Their support extended to Vijay clearly shows that they are trying to ride on a sympathy wave, thinking that extending support will give them the sympathy from the fan followers of Vijay. It is a business house case, and what has politics got to do in this? The production house declared the date of release without even obtaining the film certification, without even clearing the CBSE certification. And there are some objections where it has gone to the court. Is the Jana Nayagan the only movie which is facing a case in the court before release? There are many such movies. Let me tell you, 1991, there was a movie in Tamil by Mr. Selva, I think Selvamani. It fought 13 years to get a certification because that movie was based on Rajiv Gandhi's assassination. There are many cases, many worse cases than Jana Nayagan. We can understand TVK's intent to paint a picture of the BJP because they want to make it political.
Okay.
What is surprising is why should DMK and Congress jump into the bandwagon of supporting Vijay in this issue?
I want Dhanidharan to respond to that.
Issue.
Why are you jumping into this issue? Is it to garner sympathy, as Kovai Satyan is saying? You know, that's a question many are asking, because if this was indeed a political decision, today is a day when Parashakti has also been released, and Parashakti has, those who are makers of Parashakti, etc., very close to the DMK.
See, I will answer you this. It's not about Vijay or A or B or C. Anyone in Tamil Nadu, we are in power in Tamil Nadu, if an injustice is met to them, the DMK government will give voice to it. In that manner, I am giving voice to this matter. As simple as that. Then you mean to say that the censor board should not give approval to any movie at all, right? So that can't happen. No, you have to have movies
political.
released. So
if it was a political
movie
intent,
has to be released. You are saying why is this movie allowed?
You being the ruling party,
allowed?
We can understand. You're being the ruling party. Both the films were stalled. Today, when the hearing was on, midway Parashakti's clearance suddenly comes in. The point I'm making is simple that, tomorrow the BJP, they're not on this panel, but they could very well turn around and say that if we had political intent, then even Parashakti would have been stalled.
Really? If they had done it, then you know what would have happened in Tamil Nadu, because that's a movie that shows the sacrifice made by people of Tamil Nadu and the Dravidian movement in making sure that the regional languages are still alive today. So they can't go and play around with everything. Or I think BJP themselves must have done this to give more traction to Vijay. Now everyone is speaking about it, so who knows? I don't know what would have happened. But what has happened is his institution not functioning in a transparent, accountable manner.
Dhanidharan, saying that only one party is responsible for saving any regional language. It's the people who ultimately safeguard the regional language. Kovai Satyan, it's only because of DMK, only because of DMK that the language survived.
Responsible, no?
Is that a tenable argument?
No, one side they say BJP has
said
got a
coming
hand in it.
people-
The other
coming
side,
people
within
are
10
Russian
seconds, they
movement
say that we don't know whether BJP is
I said
behind this.
clearly.
So look at the shifting of goalpost. Take a stand. He is a leader of a political party. That movie is a commercial intent where he is acting based on commercial intent. It has nothing to do with politics. Just because Mr. Vijay, who has ventured into politics, doesn't mean that he should be given a clean slate for everything by not abiding to the law.
Okay,
You have to
Nandakumar,
follow
respond
the
to
law.
that.
You have to follow the
Vijay may have
process.
become a politician, but the point is, as a movie star, the law applies to him just as it does to all movie stars. Should he suddenly start getting preferential treatment because he's entered politics? Nandakumar, respond to Kovai Satyan.
Certainly not, because if you look into the behavior of Vijay, always he maintains calmness. Even during the Karur incident also, there were so many stories were being cooked up by DMK supporters against Vijay and their party. And they have been gone to the extent of calling them a killer of 41 people. Even then also, Vijay was not ready to substantiate his views or his stand. He really respected the rule of law. And he waited for the judgment, even after the Chennai High Court judgment, which was very derogatory in nature. Even then he didn't respond, and he gone to the Supreme Court and he got the verdict in favor of a proper legal inquiry to be made by CBI, which is supervised by the supervised committee. So always, as we see, Vijay always respects the due course of law. That's why he has not made any political statement yet.
No, but then why has this film's producer then jumped the gun and announced the release date? Because the High Court is clearly slamming the film producer, saying you didn't even wait for the clearance and then you announced the release date.
Madhav, there were so many incidences in all the regional CBFCs that there were cases, even within just 2 days, the certifications have been granted. And actually, literally speaking, technically, they need 48 days from the time of application to the issue of certification. And Vijay also should be cognizant of this, and they should have been more proactive in nature. That is the one shortfall from Mr. Vijay's and KVN production side.
Okay, so there is a shortfall. You're admitting there's a shortfall. Mr. Rajgopal, that ends that debate.
No, no.
Mr. Rajgopal,
More than that shortfall, there is lot of procedural irregularities. What Justice P.T. Asha has mentioned.
Yeah, but what about the larger bench? Then why did larger bench hold it back? Justice Asha's judgment has been stalled by the release, and the entire certification has been stalled by the larger bench. Obviously, we have to defer to the larger bench's wisdom.
Yeah, the bench has stalled it because they wanted to give certain time for CBFC to respond, but they have not.
So the point is that Justice Asha should have perhaps listened to the CBFC is the word that comes out of that. Mr. Rajgopal, your response to these arguments. Why is it that only Jana Nayagan has been stalled and Parashakti has been cleared?
Madhav, the script writers of both the films have an ideological agenda. One is supporting X, one other is supporting Y. I don't want to take which ideology. The Parasakti speaks about 1965 Hindi agitation. They want to pimp it up because DMK decided to go against Congress. Now Congress and DMK are shedding crocodile tears after Parasakti got the permission, not before that. Even the show, DMK representative in 10 seconds, as Kovai Satyan said, he changed his opinion. Therefore, it is political. Day after tomorrow, Mr. Vijay is coming to Delhi for CBI inquiry. As Mr. Nandakumar said, I say, Mr. Vijay has been crushed by DMK to the maximum tilt. Even in Karur case, DMK ensured that Mr. Vijay is put into the legal rigmarole. That is not happening here in Jana Nayagan also. My feeling is that Vijay will come out successfully, even if it is delayed by 10 days or 15 days, he will have a timings. But I would like to blame the script writers and the producers because without obtaining subject certificate, how can they go public? The Parasakti also did it, but Parasakti very cleverly, 15 cuts, they got it. Parasakti had a BJP influence then. DMK representative should answer that. Now in this one, how did Parasakti get permission to release it tomorrow? Does it mean DMK and BJP are together?
Exactly. There are serious questions that emerge, but nevertheless, of course, a very interesting set of developments that have taken place. And what will happen ultimately to Jana Nayagan as far as the High Court is concerned, that's something that remains to be seen. Mr. Rajgopalan, Kovai Satyan, Nandakumar, Selam Dhanidharan, thank you so much for joining us this evening.